Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Robert Tonyan was the one he was looking for, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. It's caught. Jones.
Rodgers pass.
And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st down, Packers.
On 1st down, Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 42. 2 catches in the 1st half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end.
Rodgers pass.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
The ball carrier.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Well, normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Again on 4th down. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their 1st, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Able to find Lazard. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He was held without a catch in the 1st half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tonyan complete.
Rodgers
7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3. At the 7.
And this one complete right side to Funchess. And the Packers are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And it's caught. And the Packers are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
A gain of 7 brings up second.
So it'll be second and goal when we return. We've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this fourth quarter.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And now he's going to use his legs. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 28. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a second and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And he fires one, but incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. Tagovailoa going for it on fourth down. And this is going to be intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Taken in the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards. From the gun, it's Tua. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1 yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now it's Rodgers. That's complete right around the 8. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Now they'll toss to Jones running left. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
28, Dolphins 14. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession. And to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he needed to get to the midfield stripe, but he can't do it. He's about a yard short.
It's fourth down.
Tua on fourth down. And it's caught by Parker. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked at the 23. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Rodgers looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Rodgers to throw once more. And that is incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage. Boy, sitting on a 2-score lead at this stage in the game. That punter, he must be pretty lonely over there on the sideline thinking, why in the world was my number not called there?
As far as he's concerned, the check will still cash, right? It is your choice not to use me in this situation. But I also look at it this way. You know, some coaches are more aggressive than others. They just want to take care of the football, have the ball on offense, and go at it that way. So a very interesting call, but he wants to take care of the ball himself.
And 3.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, and it's 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, a touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
And it's incomplete, and now just 3 seconds left. Look at the clock. Time for one more shot. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
He's going to go deep for Funchess. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over.
Dolphins.
A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done